Today's topic is introduction to real-time communication. So, first is real-time communication. In most data communication, important data arrives reliably. Would like it to be fast and preferably reliable. For example, we can take example of email ID, email sending and receiving often characterized as the elastic applications. In real time communication, it is important that the message arrives in a timely manner. Timeless may be more important than the reliability. Timeliness is the more important than the reliability. Message may have a priority. For example, a drive by wire system in a car or packet voice and telephony application. Modeling real-time traffic. Assume a packet-based network. Real-time traffic on circuit switch network trivial after connection setup. Traffic falls into two categories: synchronous periodic flow and a periodic or asynchronous messages. So synchronous periodic flow means produced and consumed in a continuous basis according to the some schedule, generally requires some performance guarantee. It can be generated by periodic task. Next, a periodic or asynchronous messages. No, it have no deadline based on if best effort delivery, but want to keep delay small, characterized by the average delivery time. Modeling source of timing variation. So ideally, the network delivers message to receiver with no delay, preserving timing. In reality, there is queuing delay at sender, queuing delay at receiver, queuing delay in the network. So um, queuing delay at sender means that network not always ready to accept a packet when it become available. Data may be queued if the produce faster than the network can deliver it. Queuing delay at receiver, application not always ready to accept packets arriving from the network. Network may deliver data in burst. Queuing delay in the network due to cross traffic or bottleneck links. Network transit time, fixed propagation delay. Model of host. So transfer protocol handler, TPH, and NACS, that is network access control handler. So uh, in this diagram they have given the communication network. Application in layers are there, then transport layers are there, and network interfaces are there, and afterwards the data is sent from the communication network from sender to receiver. Of packet switch network. In packet switch network, uh, links have a different constant propagation delay. Switch queue packets for the transmission if output link is busy. Choice of job scheduling algorithm on the output link is critical for real-time traffic. So as shown in diagram, there is input buffer, and the output of that is given to the different output queues. Packets are switched over the network, different networks. Performance metrics and constraints. From this model, derive performance metrics through throughput and delay, jitter and buffer requirements, miss rates when jitter causes a deadline to be missed, packet loss and invalid rates. Characterize traffic and network according to metric to schedule communication. Need to meet application timing constraint. Throughput, delay and jitter. The throughput is measure of the number of packets that the network can deliver per unit time. The delay is the time taken to deliver a packet. So fixed minimum propagation delay due to speed of light, variation due to queuing on path. Throughput, delay and jitter vary according to the router scheduling algorithm. Possible to derive bounds for delay jitter in some cases. Throughput and delay. Clear that throughput and delay depends on the capacity of each link on the queuing delay at each hop. Queuing delay will vary based on the traffic. Throughput variation may cause queuing to build up the bottleneck link. Cross traffic will also affect occupancy. Throughput may be limited by the intermediate link, which cannot be directly observed by sender and receiver. So delay matters for some application but not others. Interactive application need low delay. Telephony, voice conferencing and games control application often need low delay in the sensor controller actuator loop. Limiting factors after often propagation delay, queuing delay as an important and controller factor. Non-interactive application are less delay sensitive. For example, video on demand, TV and radio distribution. Throughput typically very important. Need to sustain a certain rate to support the application. May wish to use scheduling algorithm to prioritize this which packet are to be sent and guaranteed throughput. Jitter and buffering requirements. Delay jitter is a variation in delay across a network path. For us, isosynchronous traffic often talk about absolute value and standard derivation of packet inter-arrival time. Assume we can characterize the jitter. See example. We will see the example. Jitter imposes a requirement for receiver buffering. Isochronous application must be fed data correctly spaced, need buffer to smooth and reconstruct timing. Large jitter implies more buffering is needed. Packet scheduling algorithm can bound jitter and miss rate. I want to characterize jitter distribution. Hope for something approximating a Gaussian distribution. Simple statistics to derive the miss rate. Fraction of packets lost due to jitter. Actual distribution will be more complex. Clock skew and synchronization. Sender and receiver are typically widely distributed. Clocks are often free running and asynchronized. Results may be steady increase or decrease in their inter packet spacing observed at the receiver. Problematic for isochronous applications. Queues can build up in the receiver on the intermediate system. Eventually, buffer space will be exceeded. Some data will be dropped. Queuing can empty in the receiver. Initial queue created to buffer or for jitter. Sender is slightly slower than receiver. Queue slowly empties. Eventually, there is no data to process. So, how to resolve this problem? May be able to tune clock frequency to match. May have to discard generate data to compensate. Application knowledge needed. Congestion and loss. Assume that no traffic is ever blocked or lost because there is no space in the ready queue that it become available for execution. So usually valid for operating systems and LAN communication, not valid for many wide area communication systems. It is too expensive to provision buffering in all routers. Provision for typical load plus a safety factor, not worst case. Queues may overflow, hence packets are dropped. The loss rate gives the fraction of packets that are dropped. Patterns of loss may also be important, affected by packet scheduling algorithms. Packets may also be dropped due to corruption of the errors. So this is visualization of disruption to packet timing. So this red line is giving the 45-degree line. Clocks are running at the same rate, and this non 45-degree slope shows that presence of the clock skew. Queuing jitter causes variation in the inter packet arrival time and discontinuity due to route change. Characterization of network. Real world performance constraint force us to characterize the timing behavior of the network. It proved or demonstrated that throughput, latency, and jitter are within appropriate bounds for the application. Some network technologies allow this over to do. For example, CAN and Ethernet. CAN is nothing but controlled area network. So controller area network, shared or CAN, shared serial bus send at 1 Mbps. Maximum bus length is 50 meters. All stations here transmission within a fraction of a bit time. Connection wired together as a logical AND function. Packet starts with an ID, then control and data. Slotted CSMA or CD wait until start of the slot, then begin to send with the ID field, but stop if you hear a 0 on the bus. When you are sending one packet with smallest ID is sent first. Priority network protocol. Example of the CAN is, it is widely used in automotive systems. Example of Ethernet, for example, Ethernet uses CSMA or CD with exponential backoff. Try to transmit listening to collisions. If a collision occurs, stop sending, wait before retry. Random binary exponential backoff. After I collisions, backup by two I slots randomly chosen. Potentially unbounded delay on busy network, cannot schedule transmission to avoid collision, no prioritization of the messages, implication cannot easily reason about timing properties, difficult to schedule message to ensure time delivery.